Welcome to the third episode of the sort of 1 year anniversary that we are celebrating on the launch, since the launch of autonomous maintenance. In the last one, we spoke about how we've been able to reduce the involvement of ROC engineers from triaging or having to triage a lot of alerts or faults to now probably only getting involved in 1 out of 8 to 9 cases, and most importantly, sort of having a very stricter handover from agent to the human supervisor and only getting involved where there's an exception. We also spoke about the fact that almost 40%, 40 to 45% of the work orders that come out of autonomous maintenance do not require any human intervention. And the most important aspect of that we spoke about was the governance. And when I say governance, I mean different facilities adopt autonomous maintenance, data-led maintenance for different reasons. Some are specifically doing it for energy, some do it for total cost of ownership, some specifically do to optimize their maintenance schedules. What Xempla's governance process has been is that once the triaging part is over, OMI, as the reliability energy engineering agent, decides that there needs to be a work order that needs to be created. Then NIRA takes up and says, against the facility constraints or asset constraints, and say, should that work order be allowed to go through? Which would mean, for example, some of the facilities could say that, hey, I don't want you to be generating work orders on non-critical assets unless here's how things should stack up. So every work order then automatically gets evaluated against that framework, and only if it passes, then it goes into the work order management system. Why that does that become important? Because ultimately, whenever we are doing data-led maintenance, autonomous maintenance obviously being a form of it, one that we sort of the way we call it is ultimately to reduce the total cost of ownership, and most importantly, the metric to be chasing is how many times are you having to intervene on an asset, either planned, corrective, and reactive, and the total should actually come down over a period of time. So that's why we think governance in this entire scheme of data-led maintenance or autonomous maintenance becomes important. Would love to know your thoughts, questions if you have any,